the brother lands. He can't find Terry, the driver.
Oh, God.
And Beth's in a panic.
Terry's there?
Yeah, but there's no phone number. How can they find each other?
Nobody calls you and says...
No. So anyway, I said, I'm going to call Ronnie. So she goes, don't worry, I'll call Ronnie. She calls Ronnie. She goes, Ron, my brother's supposed to call the number. She explains, and she goes, they're in the airport. She goes, what? He's with him. This is Ronnie. One word answers. He goes like this. He's with him. She goes, well, what car are they meeting? Because the car broke down. Limo.
Oh, stop it.
And he says, my brother is with Terry. It's fine. It worked out.
Ronnie said
I go, why didn't Ronnie just give us a heads up? Tell us that the phone... Just all you got to do is call and say, here's a different number.
Yeah.
So...
Wouldn't that be professional?
Now I'm like, something sounds wrong. So text your brother, make sure he's with Terry. Text the brother, he's not with Terry at all.
Not.
I call back Ronnie. Go, Ronnie, why are you torturing me here? What the fuck are you doing? Give me a fucking break. Fuck. I go, her brother isn't with the driver. They don't know where they are.
And I'm sure Terry can't find him
They got a bunch of kids with them. I go, it's a real fucking hassle. Can you just just tell me what's going on here?
And how do you not call and say, look, the car broke down. It's another car. Here's Terry's phone number.
I go, yeah, but tell me where I'm wrong.
Can I explain? Or are you going to let me explain?
Explain.
All right. The car broke down.
Got it.
I had to have it flatbedded back to this place.
Understood.
Okay. I was there till 3 in the morning. I forgot the phone.
Okay. No problem.
So when I realized I forgot the phone.
Right.
I called the guy in the morning.
Good.
At the repair shop.
All right.
And I said to him, I didn't want to bother you with this shit.
Bother me?
I didn't want to bother you.
My brother has no one to call.
No, wait a minute. So I tell the guy, this person's going to call this number. When he calls you and tells you where he is,
that's ridiculous.
Just call me.
That is a ridiculous plan.
All right.
No. That's a ridiculous plan.
Wait a minute.
Why would you call somebody and say, here's a new number?
So now, wait a minute. So I don't want to have no hassle. Everything, I want everything to be good. I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, go to bed at 3:30, get up at 7. I call John from Dart. I said, John, I need a favor. I need a car with a driver. And I'm going to send my guy with him to go to the airport, go into the terminal, find Beth's brother, bring him out to the car, and drive out to the Hamptons with him, make sure everything went smooth. What happened was Beth's brother had to wait at the plane to get the car.
Okay.
To get the car seats.
All you got to do is call me and tell me there's a different phone number. That's all.
Terry was in the terminal waiting for them to come out.
But they weren't hooking up.
Because he was waiting for the car seats. He was still at the plane.
All right.
That's what.
I think you're bothering.
He was the last one. Yeah, exactly. Because that's the way you make it sound like everything. Everybody's don't bother me with this stuff.
No. We're bothering you.
No.
You got the shittiest fucking attitude.
No bullshit, dude.
Be pleasant.
I was trying to get everything together without bothering you all together.
Here's how it's easy.
You couldn't even bother to answer Beth and say, look,
I did answer Beth, and I said, Terry's in the terminal looking for your brother.
When you talk to Beth, be pleasant.
When I called Terry, I said...
Make it easy for people to call you and ask questions.
You go, dude. Oh, my God, I'll do whatever I can to make this happen.
I was doing everything
what car are they?
No, you got it under control.
You got a personality.
Dude,
act like she's a score strip.
Robin, you don't even know what you're talking about. You weren't there, okay? She wasn't there. She doesn't know what went on.
So you call this mechanic.
So stay out of it.
You called the mechanic.
You didn't tell anybody what was going to happen.
Because I didn't think it would work. It would be fine because Terry went into the terminal to meet them.
And they're calling the mechanic.
They didn't even call the mechanic.
And then Terry can't find them.
She called the mechanic.
Because they were still on the plane.
Yeah, but they need a phone number. That's the plan.
He was waiting for them at the baggage area where they would have to come to get their bag.
But they don't know that. They were standing and waiting and looking for him.
Why would they have to stand at the plane?
All they needed was a phone number.
He couldn't come into the plane anyway. He's not allowed to come into the plane.
Ron, they don't know. They don't know that. People don't know that. This is the first time they've been to LaGuardia ever.
Okay. I told you, it's my fault. I left you a message.
It is.
I apologize.
But be pleasant at least.
Okay?
Be pleasant with people.
So everybody's calling the mechanic.
Yeah. And then when you call Ronnie, it's like you hear this grumpy munchkin on there.
What he could have done was say to Beth, call your brother and tell him we'll be waiting outside
right.
a baggage
Give
claim.
people a heads up. No, he won't do that. Make it difficult. Make it so it's a big mystery.
He's still going to insist that he was right.
Yeah. Call up. There's been a change in plan.
Yeah, I mean, you should never have had to even think about it. He should have been on the phone with you. Look, the car broke down. We have to change the plan. Here's what we're going to do. Call Terry and leave him a message to meet me outside of baggage.
He's passive-aggressive, I'm telling you. He's passive-aggressive.
Well, you know what it is. Oh, he hates it whenever anything happens with that car.
Yeah.
Now he's called into service. He was going to be sleeping.
Right.
He was at the mechanics till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Plus, mechanics don't want to deal with that bullshit.
Have you ever thought of a mechanic giving messages now while he's fixing the car?
They want to fix the car, and that's it. They don't care.
He goes, who are you?
Yeah. Don't call on this phone.
He goes, if you call, I'll go call Ronnie. I'm like, wait, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
the mechanic's supposed to stop working and call Ronnie and say, oh, the guy's at the airport.
I don't even care about any of it. Just be pleasant about it. You know, be a little bit pleasant.
It seems that he got the message.
Yeah. He really got it.
So did they ever make it out?
Yeah, they made it out. It was just a lot of confusion.
Yeah. The first thing you should do is just give a phone number, because when people come in, they don't know.
That's like, I don't want to bother Ronnie. I go, bother him.
See, that's it right there, that you have the feeling that you shouldn't bother the person who has to do the job.
Yeah, I said, it is ridiculous. She's like afraid of him. I said, well, he's plenty scary. He's grumpy. Smile.
Most of us have learned to live with our fear.
He's got a good deal. What am I going to tell you? It was crazy. So anyway, her family's with her, and then I came back last night, and I watched what's happening. You know, this whole Michael Vick thing, Stephen Marbury of the New York Knicks said, I don't know why everyone's getting all over Michael Vick. He goes, you get these guys going out and shooting deer and killing animals all day and night. He goes, dog fighting is a sport, and that it's no different than guys who go out and shoot deer. So I thought, well, does he have a point? I'm trying to...
You're trying to determine if you can see your way around that argument?
Yeah. I don't know. Just torturing dogs is...
To me, the torture's the difference. If you're really torturing dogs...
Nobody makes the deer fight each other and rip their throats out.
Look, I mean, I guess anybody who likes animals would have a problem with shooting anything, but the torture part is what's crazy.
Yeah. They're so bred to be aggressive that... You
can't even breed them.
Yeah, so you put them on a rape stand, and then the other dogs rape them. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a guy making $60 million a year is busy with this? You know, I mean, God, what was he, bored with pussy? Is he a married guy, Michael Vick?
I don't know anything about it.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I've never heard of a wife.
He's definitely a ladies' man, though, from what you hear. I mean, he's...
JD, page 1 here. Here's Stephen Marbury.
I mean, I think it's tough. I think, we don't say anything about people who shoot deers and shoot other animals.
Shoot deers. Deers.
I mean, from what I hear, dog fighting is a sport. It's just behind closed doors, and I think it's tough that, we build Michael Vick up and then we break him down, and I think he's one of the superb athletes, and he's a good human being. I just think that he fell into a bad situation.
Fell into it.
Fell into a bad situation.
So did Al Capone.
He forgot to pay his taxes.
Again, he's missing the point, though, that Pharrell was really smart in bringing out. No one else really... I've been thinking about what Pharrell said yesterday. And it's so true. By being involved with this, forget about the fact that he's a sick person torturing anything.
Yeah.
He gets involved with gamblers. You know, and if he gets in trouble with them, it could compromise him as a football player. That's what this is all about, the gambling.
Not only that, he was saying that there was going to be a federal RICO indictment if he didn't cop a plea to this.
Right.
So he had other issues to deal with.
Riley Martin was on the air last night, evidently. I haven't heard these clips yet, but I guess he didn't get his paycheck right away.
Uh-oh. You know how that goes.
Yeah, so I guess he was blaming me.
Doesn't go over well with Riley when his paycheck is late.
So a lot of the show is about how... And then, of course, the callers pile on. And
yeah, they just feed the fire.
Yeah.
Here with me in the studio tonight, of course, is my inimitable co-host, Eric Eron McCauley. Yeah. And the great Kevin Firehawk, producer who actually has a job at Sirius. I'm sure he got paid around the 15th of the month, though I have not received my check yet. You understand? They say, wow, the Golden Jew makes $18,000 a minute, but he's going to rob the poor Negro from a few $100. Okay, I'm not mad. I have information to download to the people.
I might be getting annoyed with him. I mean, he might have finally gotten under my skin.
You really are going to take that personally?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
So we're going to go right to the calls. This will be Joel from Florida, Riley.
Hello, Joel.
Mr. Riley.
Joel.
I just received...
When is someone going to explain to him that everyone's goofing on him? That
Why would you want to let Riley know what's happening?
And my bumper sticker, and I was listening to Howard today, and he was making fun of people that have bumper stickers, and I kind of felt like shit, after that. So what do you think about that?
Look, kid, if you have a Riley Martin bumper sticker, then you should be proud, since Howard has instructed them to withhold my check and not pay me on time, even though he makes $18,000 a minute. I have no respect for them, any of them, because whatever they say, son, they are reprehensible worm suckers. You understand?
He might be dangerous to me. I mean, maybe he's really believing that I actually orchestrated them not to get his paycheck.
I don't think so. I think you're making way too much of this.
Is he crazy? I mean, I know he's crazy.
He's crazy, but he can't do anything. Like he can hardly get out of wherever he is.
He cannot stand that I have some popularity. He's going to try to starve me even worse than he already was. So anything he said to you, disregard it. It's not worthy of your thought, okay?
Next call, Riley. This will be Rob from Indiana.
If you put a Riley Martin, of course that guy was yanking Riley's chain. No one's taken a symbol and put it on their car. But if you're doing that, you're saying to the world, I'm crazy as well. I'm
on the crazy train.
I'm on the crazy train.
With Ozzy.
Riley, what's up?
Hey, Rob, how are you, man?
Not bad. Hey, first and foremost, you should be pissed about not getting that check. And secondly, I don't know if you heard this.
Well, okay, payday's on the 15th. I say 16, 17, 18, cool. I say 21st, no check.
Yeah.
Then when I calls in to ask about it, he has Richard and Sal, the super Kojong licking fags to crack on. You understand?
I hear you.
And all of this, and Howard is behind it.
Yeah.
Him and that fat water pig, Tim Sabian, by virtue, Mel Commerson. They're all to blame. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Let me tell you, I can take a joke, Tim can take a joke, but Mel really can't take a joke.
Now you're messing with the wrong guy.
Yeah, you don't want to be invoking that name. Mel can't take a joke at all. I remember when we were on the air at NBC, before I knew Mel, I wasn't working for Mel, and I brought up something about Mel that was negative, or said something negative. I never knew the guy. And I think Donna Fiducia, our helicopter girl, happened to say, yeah, I work for Mel, that's right. Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mel said, when he hired me, he goes, you're not bringing her over. Because she said shit about me. I go, well, I did too. He goes, yeah, well, you I got to put up with. I'm not putting up with her.
That's right, was what she said?
Yeah, like something like, that's right, Howard. I worked for her.
Colonel Rupert had to put up with Babe Ruth's shit.
But she never worked for Mel again, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm sure Robin ain't waiting for her money either.
Oh, no. The little Bojangle baboon girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Secondly, Riley, I don't know if you heard...
Bojangle baboon.
He is a wordsmith.
What was Tim?
Water pig.
Water pig.
Golden Jew, water pig.
Loaded water pig.
Bojangle baboon.
Yeah. He's the smart one out of the group. He's teaching us all.
Heard or not, but supposedly Bubba the Love Sponge is going to be gone next year. Here's a guy, supposedly he wants to work and he doesn't want to show up anymore. How about you taking that slot?
Well, geez, man. They could have been using me to the best advantage that they could.
Yeah.
But you see, Howard Stern is such a little backstabbing, underhanded, mud-sucking worm until he cannot stand anyone having any popularity other than himself talking about flashing little boys in the park. You understand?
Yeah, then to top it off, they're taking a vacation every other week.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, lazy.
And he makes $18,000 a minute, even on vacation, but they're going to withhold Ryder Martin's check.
Yeah, they can't hand any of it to you, you know?
Yeah.
You have a question, Rob?
Yeah, the question I have, I didn't mean to get riled up.
Thank you, Iran.
Yes. Yeah, let's focus this man. It's to me, this show's the funniest when he's ragging on us.
Oh, yeah.
When he starts going into his alien bullshit, it's old.
You can't buy that.
No.
This stuff is real.
Yeah, this is real stuff. Now he's got something to talk about. Well, if I'm so worried about his popularity, why am I putting him on the air? Wouldn't I just keep him off because he's such a scary talent? Like,
well, that's why you're irritating him by withholding his check, hoping he'll quit, I guess.
But why would I want him to quit if I'm the one who put him on the air?
I'm not going to try to explain Riley's logic to you.
It makes you look like even more of a genius if you found a guy like this that no one else is putting on. And, you know, but to me, the show, this money stuff brings him so into reality that he might actually forget his bullshit.
Right. He doesn't remember the aliens.
Yeah.
I like, you know, listen, I just love that he really thinks... You know, we sit there and calculate how to screw him out of money.
Yeah, he has directed them.
And I love that, you know,
That's his megalomania, that you and the top people in this organization are sitting around going, how can we fuck with Riley?
And the best part of the show, let's be honest, is that the listeners all call him up and just egg him on the entire night.
The guy just now, he was like all over it. Just
I mean, that's
hitting
pretty
every
good.
button.
Riley, I bought one of your symbols, and I put it on my car, and Howard doesn't think that's good.
I know. Robin isn't waiting for her check.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's perfect.
Goes on vacation, lazy. Oh, yeah. Lazy.
We are back. People, we are back. You must forgive me if I seem a bit out of sorts. That's because I have not got paid.
You're hotter than college.
Yeah, right. Howard has instructed them to withhold the poor Negroes' money. You understand? And because they are so good about sucking up to him, You understand? Then they think it's funny. But, you know, I'm trying to live over here.
Over here.
It's very savable.
Right.
What was he doing before we started sending him?
I mean, he's only been doing this show for how long?
I don't know, but this money seems to be like his entire life.
Now it's a salary.
Yeah.
He was loading 600 pounds of pot into a truck.
All right. Riley, next call. This is Darren from North Carolina.
Let's see how Darren gets him into it.
Hello, Darren.
Hey, how are you, Riley?
Hi.
I have a pretty serious issue on your pay deal. How can they refuse to pay you? Well, I've jotted this down. They paid a transvestite $900 to pay her bills. They paid a washed-up wrestler $2,500. They paid the phone bill for Jeff the Drunk. I mean, they spent like $4,000 in the past just 2 weeks. But they can't pay you.
Right. I am actually...
Good one. That guy Darren's smart.
Yeah. He added it all up.
Yeah.
This is a thing that Howard Stern cannot stand. In his heart of hearts, he's a petty little weasel. Underhanded, backstabbing, but they're going to hold it. And see if they can starve me out or something like this. He has given the word, and the rest of them snuffle us behind him and try to smell his pants and do what he say. You understand?
You understand?
I'm not impressed. The world will know. Thanks, man.
The world will know.
He just ran out of steam.
Smucka-uckagus.
Smucka-luckagus.
He has given the... He has given the...
Sucka-muckagus.
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 Give him a word.
Sucka-muckagus.
He just made up a new word.
Sucka-muckagus.
No, he didn't.
It's not catching on anywhere.
I'm going to start using it.
You are.
You sucka-muckagus.
Sucka-muckagus.
You understand?
It's not even a funny word. You know what I mean?
No, because he's trying to say snuffleupagus or whatever that word is. Yeah.
Snuffleupagus. He did spend some time talking about alien horse shit.
Last week, Riley, you mentioned Tan did not permit you to go back in time to assassinate Hitler. If you can't go back in time to kill or save people because it will alter history, isn't saving the planet considered tampering with the Earth's future history?
No. There have been humans, cowboy. There have been humans that tried to save you since the time of Gautama Buddha. Yahshua Hosanna, whom you call Jesus, Muhammad, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi. They have always, we can do it ourselves. There's no wrong with that. You know what I mean? I'm here just to give you information. I cannot make you not kill yourself. All I can say is that by virtue of the universal creator, we can turn this thing around and not have to...
I like that there are rules. Hitler, he can't go back... Riley can't go back and kill Hitler because it will mess up the time continuum.
Friend Riley.
Yeah, but, you know, he's all angry.
Somebody
better send him a check.
And accept Halliburton's money to be beat across the ass with a wet towel in some motel and pedophile little boys to our heart's desire in order to rob the world and kill our neighbors and things like this in order to live upon the earth. We can do it. No, they won't do it, but we can. You see? I depend upon you to help me save this thing. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, Riley, we did send you that check. Unfortunately, we sent it back to 1954.
You have to go back in time to get it. Where it was worth more.
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
Yeah. You can find that check floating on the Euphrates River.
Wow, he got pissed.
Yeah, don't ask him.
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
Riley, bear with me on this question. I've been wondering about this. In terms of the alien genes and chromosomes, you have said that the aliens sometimes manipulate circumstances where a certain person with the gene is surreptitiously influenced to meet and procreate with another person carrying the gene, and that this could create a future great person. You also said this process generally takes about 14 generations, and I would assume that this is what they did to bring forth Riley Martin at this time. Is that correct?
Well, I didn't say all of that.
I'm asking
in other words, how do I know why I'm here other than what I'm doing?
You mean the aliens took 14 generations
to create a Riley?
I think they're trying to move in a direction where Riley becomes Jesus Christ.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that, first of all, the people in Riley's immediate camp worship him.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to spread.
I think Iran's trying to figure out why the hell he's devoting his life to Riley.
Right. I mean, but they're also trying to get other people. You can't keep this going if you can't dupe other people into following.
All I know is that I know things that I did not learn in the school. I know that my education comes from the shape of a cloud, the whisper of the wind, the babbling of a brook, the song of a bird, the laughter of a child, the beauty of a woman. And that when I go up...
The drag of a joint. The snort of a cocaine.
The laughter of a bird.
He's got quite a way about him,
the song of a bird.
You gotta love the guy.
He's great.
You gotta love him.
Off into a somnambulistic dream, I learned things that I could not have known, such as the anti-universe and things of this nature, which I'm working on now. You know, okay, if I was put here for a reason, then so be it. But I claim no special dispensation.
Boy, he was on fire last night.
Yeah. Somebody was all fired up.
You know, he probably didn't get a check because he didn't fill out some form.
Who knows? I have nothing to do with that.
Every time it's happened, it's because Riley hasn't done what he's supposed to.
I'm not going to fill out the water pig's form.
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
You have explained that the Roswell crash as a lightning bolt hitting a ship coming out of a quantum window, correct?
Yes.
You also say that a ship fell on the Japanese...
That Enron's good.
Did I say that? Whoa, that was some heavy bullshit.
Are you kidding me? Did I say that, Enron?
Damn, that was
I
good.
like that. That sounds good. I said that.
I'm going to write that down and make it a poster.
When did I say that exactly? I'll say.
Make me green and call me a frog.
Her title.
I must have been out of my mind when I said that.
Man, that was some good
ship was recovered completely intact. While the Roswell ship was broken into many pieces, my question is, what caused the Japanese crash?
You know, Riley has him ask these. He writes them down ahead of time.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, ask me this one.
I thought of some good bullshit for this question, so ask me this one.
Been working on some major bullshit.
Not the Japanese crash, it's the Chinese crash. Can't you read, motherfucker?
Next week, the Korean crash.
I was being protested today by two guys standing outside the building. But
they were protesters for what?
I didn't see him. Mike, the cop, told me.
What were they protesting?
I don't know, but
Your very existence?
I was kind of bummed out that it was only 2 people.
Yeah, I was walking in today, and I saw them talking to this kid. This guy now I've become friends with because I see him out there having a cigarette. He works for the Fruit Channel, I think.
The Fruit Channel? You mean
the gay channel? Yeah.
The gay channel, yeah. And OutQ. And he took a piece of paper from them and gave it to me, and they have it's only 2 people. You know, so they have a lot going on.
Well, what's the issue?
It's typical shit.
Artie gave me the piece of protest for progression. Evidently, they're formed in the wake of a tragic murder of 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱, worked successfully to shut down the Falls Bar and also to change negligent New York nightlife legislation. They're having a protest. Howard Stern show, The Root of 𝗦𝗵ici's Troubles, is an out-of-control whirlwind fueled by unparalleled misogyny, rabid hatred, and Talibani intolerance. Through Stern's twisted glasses, everyone's a piece of meat and a hoe. Come on, baby, take that bra off for Howard. Let me see those double Ds. Stern's demented world full of blatant bigotry. Oh, you're Asian, you must eat dog. And we have a very small penis. So let's get to the bottom of this. Come join us, sending a clear message to Howard Stern that his irresponsible conduct will no longer be tolerated. Oh, thank God.
Well, there's only 2.
If they could get me thrown off the air, I would so appreciate it. I could care less.
I don't think it's going to work with just 2
broadcasters. Yeah. Well, maybe they could get some more people.
Maybe we'll give them a show.
Yeah, give them a show, and they can get me thrown off the air.
And then they can get you thrown off the air.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, who cares? Look at 𝗦𝗵ici's. Look at the vacation this motherfucker had. He got
the summer off.
He got the summer off. Claims he got $20 million or $10 million, whatever the amount is. First of all, I don't believe any of it. First of all, if CBS owed 𝗦𝗵ici $40 million, why would you take $10 million? Why would you take $20 million? I would take $40 million. I mean, why would you settle for less? I guess the theory is that to avoid legal wrangling for so long to get your money. So this way they pay you 50 cents on the dollar.
I think it also was to get back on the air. He's anxious to do so.
Yeah. He's dying. I mean, again, it's what defines him, I guess, in his head. Without that, he's literally nothing.
Well, he's just a cowboy.
This radio doesn't define me. Friggin' ridiculous.
Just a cowboy without that microphone.
Yeah. This is a job. I love the fans for supporting the show. And if a couple of bozos don't get it, I mean, who cares? Good. Throw me off the air. Let's make these 2 guys happy. Get me off.
Well, really, I think we should bring them up here and let them state their case. Maybe they can get some followers.
The problem is these guys, like, hating you or saying they hate you is what defines them.
Yeah, it's fine.
You go away. They have nothing to do.
Guys have no hatred for you. It's all good.
We're all one, brother.
Yeah, get to work.
Yeah.
Get me thrown off the air.
Get going.
Yeah, it's okay.
Let's ramp it up.
You're telling me the worst thing that'll happen to me is I get thrown off the air?
Wow.
And probably get paid?
I get to sleep past fucking 4:30.
Oh, I was asleep so nice this morning.
You know, it was cold yesterday.
Yeah.
So, it was particularly nice to be under a nice hot blanket and not step out into the cold.
Lean over and
zoo around here. I got to get security for my security.
What's going on?
Well, Ronnie flipped out in the hallway.
What happened?
The camera guy's out there, Greg. And he films everything. He films the guests when they go out. So then Ronnie started flipping out on Greg because Ronnie was on a cell phone making a personal call, and he felt Greg was filming him. And Doug Goodstein went over and said, Ronnie, this is the hallway. We shoot in the hall.
So why can't he go into a room and make his cell phone call?
I don't know what he's doing out there. Everyone's coming to me to do something. I'm like, what is going on out there? I'm trying to do the show. He's supposed to be reasonable. What happened to you out there? Did you flip out?
No. Look.
You can't yell at a guy for filming in the hallway. That's his job.
No, he was busting my balls, and I don't care what they say, because Doug Goodstein's a big instigator. He likes to instigate.
What do you mean they were busting your balls?
I was on a really personal phone call.
Go ahead. In the hall.
In the hall.
Go ahead. That's where they shoot.
Down the hall.
All right.
Down near the almost near the bathroom.
But it's a hall.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
Go ahead.
But they were shooting Angelique and what's his name? Emil. Okay.
Right.
Who was standing over here by the green room.
Go ahead.
So next thing I know, the camera's in my face, okay? That's all. And I asked Greg to lay off.
You didn't.
What, wait. What is that, Greg?
You definitely didn't. I was just shooting camera.
You were going down to tell him not to be in the shot?
No, I was just filming Angelique and Emil, and he was right in the middle of it. And
Go ahead, Mr. Instigator. Go ahead.
Dude, I can't believe you're... So when she talks to Artie, I should just put it down because you're on an important phone call? That makes no sense.
Near you.
You were right in the middle. Dude, check the tape. Yeah, you can't bullshit your way out of this. There's just nothing you can say.
I'll look at the tape.
Okay, whatever.
We got to pull. It'll take a minute or two.
Yeah, okay.
But Ronnie, go in a room and make a call.
Jeez.
What happened, Greg?
Literally, Emil came out, and he was talking to Angelique, and she took a picture with Artie, so I went down that little ramp that connects the two hallways. And Ronnie just started swiping at the camera, screaming at me, telling me that...
you're not even shooting.
No, you weren't trying to
shoot him.
He wants to be on camera all the time, but that's my job. If I don't document it and I miss something, then it's going to suck if I don't have it.
No, you did the right thing. You're supposed to shoot in the hallways, and everyone is aware of that. And Ronnie's got to make his phone calls in a private room.
Right. Robin, give Greg a hug. Come on. Make him feel better.
You don't have to talk her into it.
That Ronnie guy's abrasive.
We'll take that into another room.
Oh, can we film it?
No, that's why we go into the other room.
Give him the fit.
That foot, when the guy, Emil, was sucking that girl's foot, I thought I was going to throw up.
Oh, me too. When you saw the saliva, the remnants, it was disgusting.
I couldn't see, thank goodness.
I was really getting... I don't like watching a guy lick a woman's foot. No.
It was like he came out of a bath.
Yeah, he was really wetting that thing down. And then he comes over to me afterwards, wants to shake my hand. I said, hey, Emil.
That's why they come out. Like, these people now want to shake hands.
I said, Emil, you're just rubbing Gary's feet and her feet, and you're licking them, and your saliva. I said, no offense, dude. I'll give you one of these power punches.
I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, that's
I just stayed away from him. Great guy, but he wasn't washing up after that.
Great guy?
I made him put Purell on his hands, too.
First of all, how great was it that he ordered Scott the engineer's kid to get him on the show?
Oh, that was funny.
Don't get me on the show.
He's crazy enough to work here.
Wow. Sounds like.
Yeah, I don't understand what the Ronnie thing was.
I understand. I mean, I bust
You're
balls.
saying
I'm not completely innocent all the time, but in this instance, I was just doing my job.
And I instigate all the time, but I didn't. I was just standing. I had nothing to do with it. And Greg was just. I didn't see anything.
Ronnie might be. I have to. You get the tape and we'll watch it.
Yeah. Okay. We will.
Mike Walker. How deep is your love? Yeah. What's up?
One of the magazines a couple of years ago did this great bit. They did the greatest love songs ever written in the history of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Who they were written for, and then how much the divorce settlement was. So, I Love You Just the Way You Are was written for Billy Joel's first wife.
Right.
Yeah.
That cost him like $30 million.
Yeah.
Wonderful Tonight, Eric Clapton wrote for, Patty.
Yeah.
That cost him like $70 million. It was just great.
That's funny. Hey, Bobby Trendy's on the phone. That's good. Hey, Bobby, I see you getting interviewed everywhere over the Anna Nicole thing.
Yep, it is a story of the year. What the heck happened, people?
You know what's weird, Bobby? I used to watch the show with you on it.
Mm-hmm.
Those two hated you, Anna Nicole and Howard.
She didn't. Howard did. He
really?
didn't like anyone around her.
I thought that Anna Nicole was bad.
Well, he was always making her upset about whatever was going on and telling her it wasn't working out. So then she
it was never her mouth that ever said anything. It was always Howard, and his...
That's not true, Howard.
What?
He should have been out there chasing ambulances, not decorators.
We have a clip, and Anna Nicole talks about how bad she thought Bobby was.
Really? All right, let me hear it. You're forgetting. You see, this is what happens in death. Because I think I was watching on TV the other night, and I was like, wow, Bobby's like the grieving, friend.
The widow.
The widow. And by the way, you were dressed beautifully.
Oh, thank you. Was I visually stimulating?
Oh, absolutely, Bobby. One can't take their eyes off you. Here's Bobby. Well, here's Anna Nicole. Let me refresh your memory. Which clip is this?
It's Gary preview page, upper right-hand corner in green.
Oh, Gary preview page.
2.
Hold on, Bobby. I got preview pages up my ass, if you know what I mean.
He knows.
All right, he knows.
I had just completely had it with Bobby Trinity to the fact that I just wanted everything about him and everything that I saw about him just away from me and gone.
Trinity's bed was just a piece of shit. I mean, the bed looked like his skin. It had holes all over the place.
And it was...
I had just completely had it with Bobby.
I had it with Bobby.
Oh, that? I don't remember that small conversation. It was overshadowed by the fame that I had received on that show.
Had you been in touch with her at all?
Not lately. The thing is with her death and everything, I forgot about that little conversation because of the fame that they gave me on that show. But Howard was such a jerk to me the whole time and everything. And
I can't stand it.
Running my mouth.
I can't stand that his name was Howard K. Stern. Like, it's fucking me up.
Can you imagine what a coattail rider? He is even riding your own coattails.
Yeah, he's riding my coattails.
Yeah.
I mean, what am I supposed to do now with the name Howard
You
Stern?
can't even do anything about it.
Bobby, do you know, I mean, imagine if some guy, was a real jerk and his name was Bobby Trendy.
Oh, God. I would have a nervous breakdown.
Anna Nicole was sleeping with all these dudes, like, who are now claiming to be the father?
You know what? She didn't seem to be so promiscuous, but it seemed like that week of conception, she might have been a little promiscuous. I think that the father of the baby might be an unknown because of all of this activity. All these weirdos are coming out of nowhere.
Do you think that Prince dude who's married to Zsa Gabor, do you think that he might be the dad?
Oh, of course not. On the Nancy Grace show, he said, I don't want to upset my wife, and I don't want to talk about it, and I didn't say I slept with her. Well, if he didn't sleep with her, what did he do?
What kind of affair?
In a microwave?
Yeah, right. What do you want, Gary?
I was looking on the internet last night, and I put in a Google search for Bobby Trendy and Anna Nicole. One of the websites claimed, are you the one who started the rumor that Anna Nicole killed herself because her son might have been the father of the daughter?
That's a great rumor.
It said on one of the websites that Bobby's the one who started that rumor.
Do you think did you start that, Bobby?
I didn't start that rumor, but you know what? In that world of theirs, anything is possible. I mean, now it could be the dead husband's son.
Right, because they're saying that the sperm, they could have gotten the sperm from that old dude.
Yeah, because I think Howard K. Stern was hoping that baby was going to be their next meal ticket forever. Anna wasn't the gold digger. It seemed like Howard was. And that could very well be his son.
Let me ask him, did you ever see Anna's son who died be amorous with Anna Nicole?
No, I never saw him be amorous. He was so quiet. I don't think he could actually be anything.
Yeah, so I don't believe that.
Well, Bobby's saying he didn't start the rumor, but he certainly
could buy into
repeated it.
And Bobby, you've seen some weird shit go down in your life.
Yeah, there's a lot of wild things that went on in that crazy house.
Like what?
Just their existence.
But what did you see that we didn't see on the TV show?
Give us an example.
Yeah, tell us the craziest thing you saw.
I saw Howard K. Stern many times, on her. She would always turn away. I don't know very many men, women, or transsexuals that would be turned on by Howard K. Stern.
I don't think...
Visually stimulating.
I'll tell you, Bobby, I don't think she ever was attracted to him. She was in my studio twice and said I could never have sex with him.
Right. So, Bobby, then why did she, marry him or whatever? Why did she say that he's a father? Why did she marry him if she didn't like him?
I think that he tried to marry her, and that union in the Bahamas is not legalized or looked at as being a legal union anyways.
Right, but why would she tell everyone that Howard's the father of her child?
Because she was trying to keep the real father from getting anywhere.
She did it under his direction. It was his idea. The wedding was his idea. Everything
Here's my theory. The baby could have been on, maybe if she was, this is a total theory, just a guess. Let's say she was on methadone, which is a good, there's a good indication that she might have been. If that's the case, I don't think she had the willpower while she was... You got this guy, Larry Burkhead, who is probably the father, suing for some sort of custody. If it's proven that the baby was born addicted to methadone, in the United States, he would get custody of that kid. Right. Because she would be a danger to that child.
Okay.
Okay. So they go down to the Bahamas... And let's face it, Anna Nicole's no brain surgeon, despite the reinvention of
her as a brilliant woman.
Despite Greta Van Susteren saying she was a brilliant woman. So she's got a lawyer who's, I imagine Howard's gone to law school and stuff. He's a fairly bright guy. As long as they're down in the Bahamas, they can't be, no one can test Anna Nicole. Because she didn't want to lose custody of this kid. She was probably deathly afraid. If she marries him, declares him the father, down in the Bahamas, there's never going to be any paternity test. That's the end of the case in their, in Anna's, mind.
It's one thing to go to the Bahamas to have your baby, but why are they desperate to become residents?
Because they did not want the methadone thing. Who knows what was in the records? Were they sealed? But was the baby born addicted? If maybe she felt as long as she's in the Bahamas, she's safe. She's out of the United States, away from their jurisdiction.
But I'm just saying, it's odd to want not to have your baby, or risk not having your baby be an American citizen.
The baby had dual citizenship.
I know, but I mean, it's ridiculous not to want to be an American citizen.
But wait a second, if the baby has dual citizenship, then doesn't that bring jurisdiction back to the country? Yes, but
it was very difficult.
It's tangled.
It's tangled. And the more time it takes, the more time the baby gets off the methadone,
the more money the guy has to spend.
That's right. And who knows?
Yeah, I still see this taking... The kid will be 18 by the time they figure all this
Bobby,
out.
what do you think of my theory?
Robin, you're so right about that, because that court hearing with the late husband's estate has been 11 years.
Yeah.
By the time she finds out whoever her father is, she'll probably be 55 years old.
Hey, Bobby, when was the last time you actually spoke to Anna Nicole? How long ago was that?
It's been a long time, because Howard is always, isolating everyone around her so he could keep her to himself, and it seems like everything in the reverse now. Anna was in charge. Now it seems like Howard was in charge, and look what happened.
What's going on with you in your love life? You getting any?
No, I was...
Bobby...
I don't date people, because someone just ripped me off for the last 6 months, and he's going to get his today, people.
Things went horribly.
On Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day. I saw Bobby. Hey, Bobby, did you hear I gave Beth a ring?
You gave Beth a ring?
He's engaged.
Congratulations. I want to come to the wedding and be the maid of honor.
Good luck.
Lord knows I have something to wear.
Bobby was on all the TV shows, and I'm looking at him. He's all dialed up. He had makeup on.
Yeah.
He almost had he had fancy jewelry. He looked like a pretty girl.
I'm the modern-day Liberace, everyone.
Yeah, except you can't play the piano.
Good.
I love being on your show. I mean, the other times you've had me on, you're always so fair to me.
Yeah, why not? Well, I got no problem. People are homophobic with you. That's the problem.
And the funny thing is...
What's your deal? You like ass play?
What's that?
Ass play.
I like all kinds of play.
You'll let a guy put stuff in your ass?
I like play so much. As long as they play with me, I don't care what...
Because I see you more like the girl type. I mean, I don't know a lot about it, but I would see, if I'm a dude and I'm with you, I'm putting lots of shit in your ass.
They all want to,
Yeah.
And at least it gives them something to do. And you know what I like about your show, Howard, is I love how you have these people on there. Then you don't do it to me, but these other people, I love how you mock them. It should be the Howard Mock Stern show.
Let me ask you something. Do you like when a guy licks your ass?
Oh, I worshipped.
Yeah.
I want to be worshipped.
You probably get a lot of older dudes who want you, right?
Sometimes they think I'm the real Anna Nicole. There's all kinds of people.
Nothing sadder than an old queen, huh?
What's that?
Nothing sadder than an old queen going after a young guy.
Isn't that... Everything is so funny to me. And have you noticed I haven't aged a day?
That's true. Bobby, all right. Hey, listen, thanks for checking in with us. I realize you know nothing about this, and neither do I.
You know, in all fairness, Howard, you spoke to Anna Nicole 2 years ago. Bobby spoke to her 7 years ago.
Bobby, it might be I'm more of an expert.
Everyone.
Thank you. Happy New Year, Bobby.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Same to you, Bobby. That's Bobby Trendy, everyone, who, of course, was at one point...
He was Anna Nicole's decorator.
Yeah. And now knows nothing about the case and has been interviewed everywhere.
It seems that, as he said, Howard cut everybody out of her life.
Yeah. I don't know. How...
Thank you very much.
You've proven it. Every show has been good.
Well, you know, Greg
love to do it.
Greg just wrote an op-ed piece to the Times entitled "The Golden Jew."
I read it. I thought it was great.
You know, I used to be anti-Semitic, but now that I've met you, I really feel strongly about your people.
A lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
Anyway, Greg, before we get to anything else, and by the way, Greg will be at the Helium Comedy Club tonight through Saturday in Philadelphia, and October 4th through the 7th at the Funny Bone in Hartford, Connecticut. So you can check out Greg Fitzsimmons in any of those places, but this is just something I got to get to.
What?
So after Sal was on the radio and, couldn't answer one history question, couldn't even figure out World War I and the Civil War and the Revolutionary War, Gary comes to me and he says, look, I want to give Sal the citizenship test. It's about 100 questions, and let's see if he would be eligible to be a citizen in this country. So I said, yeah, fine. So I guess Gary gave him the test.
Uh-huh.
And now Gary wants to announce the results.
All right.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Are there 100 questions?
100 questions.
How many do you need to get right in order to become a citizen?
You know, it didn't tell you, but I was going to go with 75%. I was going to go 75%.
Yeah. Okay. So he would have to get 70% of the questions correct.
That is correct.
Because this is a country of C students, so that makes sense.
All right, based on what we heard Sal saying the other day on the air, what do you think his score is? I don't even know the answer to this.
Do you think he got 50%?
I say no. I'm going to say he got, based on what I heard the other day, I don't know what the questions are to become a citizen.
They? Can you give me a sample?
I'm going to tell you that I think that there are a couple of questions in here we all don't remember every moment from American history.
Give me a sample question that you think is easy, like people should know.
I'm going to give you the first. I'll give you the first 4 questions.
Go ahead.
What are the colors of our flag?
All right.
How many stars are on our flag?
Okay.
What colors are the stars on the flag? And what do the stars on the flag mean?
My God.
Okay, so those are... But then it gets harder, like it says, what were... but this isn't even that hard. What were the 13 original states of the U.S. called?
Right.
Okay. Who signs bills into law? Okay, so it gets more progressively harder.
Those aren't that hard.
Well, but like you can imagine, I don't think Sal can answer. I think he'd know red, white, and blue, and after that he'd be in trouble. What did you say?
I know red, white, and blue.
Yeah, that I know.
So what do you think you got? Because Sal doesn't know the results.
Why are you out of breath?
We were just, for On Demand, we were just doing Gary impersonations, and the whole way, they came out great. They were funny.
What do you mean Gary impersonation?
Like Gary walking up and down the hallway, Gary walking into Scott's studio asking for a CD, Gary telling Richard to shut up. So
right.
Are you wearing the mask?
No, I didn't even need it for that.
Wow.
Just push my lips and my teeth out a little bit.
Let me hear you. Let me see you do Gary going to Scott the engineer.
I can't do it now. You know, when you're asking me to do it now, I'm good at improv.
In other words, you'll never see the ad.
I'm good at improv.
So don't ask me to do it now.
Can you do Gary as a plumber? Go.
Okay, it's a Western, and he's gay.
So anyway, the citizenship test.
How do you think you did, Seth?
Anywhere from a 68 to a 72.
Okay, so you were pretty confident.
Confident that he failed. We just said 75 is passing.
He told me,
I would say 70% is
70.
He told me before he thought he did between 75 and 80, so now he's bringing it down.
I never said 80. I said between 68 and 70. My average is 70. My average is 70.
I'd say he's in the 50s.
I'm going to say he's in the... I don't think he did better than 20%.
No.
I'm telling you, based on what he did the other day, 20%.
But I have to tell you, I learned a lot from the other day. There was some questions.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what.
Even with that, I'll give you 20%.
Really?
I'll bet you he did 10% better based on what went on here in the last week. You're right. Had we given him this test a week ago, you could take 10%, 10 to 50% off.
So 30.
All right, so I'm going to write this down. Howard says 20%. Artie says 30.
You know what? I'm going to say 40.
Or 40.
40's about.
See,
Greg?
I'm going to go...
Or Robin?
45.
45, Greg?
Look, you know, maybe I'm looking at Sal with rose-colored glasses. I'm going to go 50.
Wow. Fred?
I'm going to be generous. I'm going to take Artie's original guess, 30%.
Wow.
All right, I say I'm going to win this hands down.
Can I put my percentage in?
You said you did 72%.
I'll lowball myself. I'll say 60, but I'll say 65.
Now he's doing the Price is Right thing. He doesn't want to be the guy that's over.
Are we going with the closest or the closest without going over?
We're going with the closest without going over. Just Price is Right rules always.
Okay. All right.
And we throwing money in the hat?
Oh.
It's better.
What
Put your
are we
money
doing?
in.
Are we putting a pool together?
I think we should put $20 in the hat each.
All right.
All right, and the winner takes all.
Takes the
winner
box.
takes all, but I think we should make a VIG and put in some kind of a SAT prep class for
$20.
Just the money.
I'll put my 20 in right now.
Everybody get 20.
My wallet. I like a little action on it.
Sal, what's your answer now? 30?
25.
Here's my case.
Sal's even entering his own pool.
Here, well, all right, you know what? Give it to Gary. Here, there you go.
Here's my 20.
I guess my wife's not getting a manicure.
Here's my 20.
Oh, you should.
Why? So she can scratch her backs on her emotional friend?
Oh,
fast turn, Howard.
Scumbag.
How's that going, man?
Beats me.
Emotional friend.
I haven't spoken to him, so I don't know. I guess it's going all right. I don't know.
Someone made a bizarre allegation on the wrap-up show the other day, but he rescinded it quickly.
What was it?
He said that he got really angry. He goes, "You guys are calling me stupid. I'm having a shitty life. My wife's out sucking cock." And Artie goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" And he goes, "I didn't mean that."
Is that what you said?
Dude.
It was the heat of the moment.
All right.
Dude.
I don't really believe that, do you?
No, she ain't sucking mine. I mean, I doubt she's sucking someone else.
Last week he dreamt he choked her to death, but he doesn't need the therapy anymore.
All right.
Sounds like someone else is choking her to death.
How much money you got there now collected?
Well, I got 100, and then I don't have Robin's 20 yet.
It's right here on the table.
All right, so let's call that. The winner gets $120. I feel confident. Gary announced the results of Sal's citizenship test.
48%.
Wait a minute. That means me.
Nope. Craig Fitzsimmons.
No,
I want 2 points over.
Robin's 45. I'm sorry, Robin,
That's
you win.
Wow. Keep my 20 right here.
I know 50% about history. You don't
know 50%.
48. I know 48% of things that I wasn't alive for.
Okay, and I would have won had we not done that test beforehand.
I highlighted some of the answers. Okay, so now I would say that it would be very difficult for anyone in this room. It says name the original 13 colonies.
Right.
That's a tough one. And
That's
Sal
tough.
got a lot that were right. But he also included California and Arizona as 13 of the original colonies.
What? Give me some other ones that he got wrong.
Okay, let's see.
Think Northeast.
No,
I don't even know what Northeast
don't
is.
think he'll get into trouble.
Okay. According to the Constitution, a person must meet certain requirements in order to be eligible to become president. Name one of them.
Okay.
You have to be a citizen.
That's an easy one.
You got to be 36 years old.
What did I say? What did I write?
Sal said, must have been employed in some form of government.
Well, technically that's true. You have to.
No, it isn't, because Schwarzenegger is governor. He is a citizen, but he wasn't born here in this
Your
in this
first
country.
government job could be president.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to have,
you have to have political experience, is what I'm saying.
You
mean they can just take any moron off the street?
Howard can run for president tomorrow.
Generals have run for president. They had no political experience.
And they've
Eisenhower didn't have any.
Eisenhower was a general.
But I don't know this. That's the past. That's history.
Oh,
so you got it wrong.
But it's a fair assumption. You should have some political experience.
Oh, come on.
I think it's a fair assumption that I can get you to mow my lawn now.
You think to be president of the United States, you have to have political experience?
I would hope so. If you're a cook, you should have some culinary experience. If you're president, you should have some... Oh, what country do we... Oh, you're laughing at me now because you're saying that it's stupid.
You're a moron.
Okay, so you're saying it's stupid that somebody shouldn't have...
No, I didn't say they shouldn't
You're
have
laughing over the fact that somebody...
To be the president of the United States...
You should.
You don't have...
You have to be 35 years... Right, you have to be 35 years old to be a citizen.
You're
That's
an
all it
idiot.
is.
I'm an idiot because I made a fair assessment on somebody having political experience to be a president.
That's not what
do you think
we were asking? We were asking what the Constitution says.
Fuck the Constitution.
You got to be
Go ahead,
35,
Dick
an
Cheney?
American citizen,
All right,
and you can't be abroad or black.
Here you go. You ready, Howard? Okay, guys. Why did the Pilgrims come to this country?
Why did the Pilgrims come
So what
to
did
the
he
country?
say?
What did he say?
To get to the other side?
Unclaimed land.
Oh, jeez.
That's right. The
unclaimed land.
Sure, Columbus tipped off the Pilgrims.
He tipped them off.
Columbus told the Pilgrims, and they came to...
That's what I... What? What's
he was a real estate
Columbus
developer.
discovered America, right? Got here, there was nobody but the Indians. The Pilgrims came over like, hey, free territory.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Why were they here?
Yeah.
Religious freedom?
They were persecuted.
Religion, according to Howard, Easter bunnies and Santa Claus. So they're just as stupid as me.
Wacko!
People overseas were, England, Europe.
Okay.
They were persecuted for their religious beliefs, and they came here to have religious freedom, the right to observe any religion they wanted.
It's almost like what's going on now.
Right. Okay.
That's
right,
how I guess the Iraqis and the Israelis.
When was the Declaration
The
of
Iraqis and the Israelis. Okay.
Iraqis?
When was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
I guessed. I didn't know.
What did you say?
I was guessing, the bicentennial, 1776, around that time.
He
So
wrote in the 1800s.
Yeah, I figured it's back then. It's got to be around that time.
He also guessed
1776 and then saying the 1800s.
Around the 1800s.
He also
I
said
don't
the
know.
bicentennial.
What else did he get wrong?
Okay.
He also guessed that Angelina Jolie adopted it.
Give me both of these answers, Sal. What is the national anthem of the United States, and who wrote it?
The national anthem is a song about American freedom.
Okay, what is the song?
I know the song.
Who wrote it? And what
I
is
don't
the
know.
song?
I don't know.
What is
who
the
wrote-
name of the song and who wrote it?
What the Star Spangled Banner?
Right.
And I don't know who wrote it.
He got that wrong, by the way. He wrote...
He must have gone and asked someone afterwards.
No. He didn't know the name of the song.
In answer to the question,
I misread the question.
What is our national anthem? He wrote a song defending our freedom.
Yeah,
And
what
who wrote
is?
it? He wrote unknown.
No, what is the national anthem? Not what's the name of the song that represents the national anthem.
Holy.
No, Howard, I misread. I misread
John,
the
you don't even
question.
know how to take a test.
I misread the question. I misread
You
it.
didn't misread. You don't understand.
I know it's a
You went
Star
and asked
Spangled.
someone.
No, I didn't. I know the Star Spangled Banner.
Okay.
You don't know who wrote it?
Have you ever heard?
Somebody wrote it.
Have you ever heard of Francis Scott Key? Have you ever heard that name?
I guess that's the guy who wrote it.
Have you ever heard that before? Though?
No.
You
I
never
don't
even
watch
heard-
baseball.
What does baseball have
That's
to do
what they
with
open
it?
the show
This
up
is
with
like
every night.
arguing with a retard.
Hey, Sonny, you're on the air.
Let me tell you, Sal, you should be deported for not knowing this shit.
Oh, shut your mouth.
I think he should have to do illegal immigrant labor for the rest of his life.
Didn't he know? I mean, it's just fascinating.
Okay, when is what month is the presidential election, and what month is the inauguration?
I was guessing February.
He's
on both.
You were guessing.
February for both, Howard.
Well, because one or the other.
So you mean they have the inauguration as soon as they have the elections?
He's thinking of President's Day.
Like, you don't know what's going on around you.
I don't need to know. I work here. That's all that matters.
Time, Sal. This is not history. This is every 4 years.
Sal, how could you possibly try to be a comedian?
Oh, don't go there, Artie. Don't go to the comedian. All right, you're brilliant. You're clever. You know everything, Artie. That makes you the greatest comedian in the world.
But I know this.
Okay, I know you do. God bless you. But
You don't have to be brilliant or clever to know this. That's the point.
I don't know what month. I don't know.
Have you
I
ever
don't know.
voted?
No, I don't vote. I should vote.
But you notice other people voting.
Yeah, well, let them vote. God bless them.
You worked in the stock exchange, which means you got that day off every year. They close the stock exchange on that day, don't they?
I guess so.
I believe so.
I think it's a national holiday or a bank
I was
holiday.
thinking April, but that's when you do taxes, so maybe it's February. I don't know.
So
isn't something in February, Howard?
Yes, there's something
Election
in February.
Day.
No, Valentine's Day.
Martin Luther King Day, but you probably work on that
Election days. That's why I thought it was Election Day. Election Day's in February, right?
No, it's not.
He's thinking of President's Day.
President's Day. There you go. It's close.
No, you weren't.
Groundhog Day.
Next question.
Black History Month.
Who is the commander-in-chief of the military?
I thought it was Colin Powell.
No, in general. In other words,
that's
okay. That's okay. Let's back up. I'm gonna help you with this.
That's fair, though, Howard. Right? I mean, to a certain degree.
So fair.
If it was 6 years ago, yeah.
Right. Wait a second.
No.
The commander-in-chief of the military. In other words, it changes from time to time. Yeah. What position does that person hold to entitle them to be commander-in-chief?
Who has the final word?
The president? I don't know.
There you go.
Is that the answer?
Now you think.
See, if I just stop and think a little bit.
No, if you tell you the first 5 you got wrong and you keep thinking you get it right.
But do you see why, like, in general pop culture, like, there was just a show called Commander-in-Chief. You know what I mean? Like, most people
doesn't interest me.
I know, but most people would know what it's about just from the title. You don't. Like, you're walking around in a daze.
Colin Powell.
I mean, that guy's always on TV talking about the war.
He's not even in a cabinet right now.
But to me, I mean, whenever...
And he wasn't Secretary
of Defense. And he's not always... He hasn't throughout history been the commander-in-chief. In other words... You gotta use your head.
You gotta know how the
make fart jokes and prank calls. That's my department. I'm sorry, but
thank God. But Howard, can I just point out one thing? When I see you talk to Sal this way, with the patience and the way you just helped him, almost like with a homework assignment, it's a shame because you've gone to so many years of therapy to correct your childhood. You would have been a great parent, really, of a retired.
Fuck yourself.
He's right, though.
Take Plymouth Rock and bash it over your bald, freckled skull. There's some history tied into a joke. Plymouth Rock, Artie.
See, now he's back in his
I don't hate Greg.
You hate Greg.
I don't hate him.
Not
I hate him. Yeah, I hate him. I hate your guts. Die in a fire in front of your family.
He's not a fan of Greg.
I'm a fan.
Not anymore.
Greg, would it be fair to say we get along? We've gone out to lunch several times.
Absolutely.
Okay, so there you go.
I did a benefit with him
he's not the funniest guy in the world, but he's all right.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't.
Well, it's a funny show. If you're not funny, get the fuck out. I mean, that's nothing. That doesn't mean I don't like the guy.
You don't feel Greg does well
Very
in the
funny.
show?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Oh, now when I joke, it's serious.
No.
When Greg
There's always
does
some truth underneath a joke, though, isn't there, retarded guy?
I can't be that retarded if I put those two together now.
I'm going to give you 2 more of his answers. That just shows that Sal gets a lot of his history from watching television. Because they're sort of right, but then they go
Columbo's vice
horribly
president.
awry. Okay, question number 61 is, what is the basic belief of the Declaration of Independence? And he writes, life, liberty, and justice for all. But my favorite one...
It's like Superman.
But my favorite one, this is the one that John Hine and I laughed at the most. You ready? Question 76.
Close. I know it's close.
All right, what is the next one?
Name 3 rights or freedoms guaranteed by the Bill of Rights. And the first 2 he got right, but then again, TV comes into it. Speech, to be appointed an attorney, and to remain silent.
I couldn't think of the third one. I figured.
That's a good third one. I think you should remain silent.
I think those 3 are for marriage and divorce.
You're probably right.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut. Yes, Dominic.
Did he pass the Series 7 when he was a stockbroker?
First time, 86.
How did he do that?
Easily, because it's not history. It's short-term. It's information that you retain.
He studied for
I
him.
studied my ass off. I never study this stuff. I don't read the paper. I have no interest in this department.
I'd like to make a challenge that he take a lie detector test and that he's not bullshitting all of us.
No, he's not bullshitting.
I'm not bullshitting, Dominic.
Series 7 is a really
very hard,
complicated test.
I studied for 6 months from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening. 6 months straight. 6 days a week.
I smell a rat. How could he not know when Election Day is?
He doesn't know anything.
But how?
Because I don't care about that.
Complicated test. You can't become a stockbroker without a Series 7.
So are you saying he had someone take the test for him, Dominic?
Well, that's a possibility.
That's fucking crazy.
You know, John Hine and I looked up the Series 7. It is a very difficult test. There's no doubt about it. But it sort of doesn't take common sense. In other words, I give you a book with a lot of rules and laws in it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of rules. And if you can memorize the rules, but it doesn't really take common sense. You just have to know what's in the book.
That's why I say memorization to me is not a sign of intelligence.
Does anybody not know Election Day, including Beetlejuice? You can call up anybody. They would know election.
Well, that's the ironic thing. The game Sal plays with these whackbackers, I mean, he should be playing himself.
Well,
all right, thank you, Dominic. All right, well, listen, Sal, you've had a rough morning. You took the test. You got a 45%. Robin won some money. And
your true feelings about Greg.
Thank you for being so stupid.
Look, I'll take if I take a history exam, I'll do fine. It's just something that doesn't...
you should take the Series 7 again. That's the next test. Let's see how he does now.
You should take a course in comedy and shut the fuck up. Look at that. Hear them laughing, Greg? Give that a shot.
That was solid, man. The roast and this. This is your two big shining moments.
The thing is, like Artie's right, the Series 7 was short-term memory. I just don't have an interest in it. No, but it's just that the thing that upsets me...
You never like reading the paper? That's amazing.
I do from time to time.
You're a New Yorker. You read the paper. You pick up the New York Post and read everything.
I read the paper today a little bit, but, you know, you start reading about Elliot Spitzer after 3 lines. I really don't get it. The words start bouncing off my forehead.
He's not the only thing in the paper, Sal.
Yeah, I do read the paper. I read, you know, you can ask,
but fine. Whatever. It's fascinating, and
I just don't like, I'm sorry I don't like history. You know.
All right. Thanks, Sal. Good luck, marriage, and everything.
Shoot me.
Shoot me.
Wow. He gets so upset about
the clothing was coming off. He was heating up.
All right. There you go. There's Sal Governal.
He doesn't have an interest in it. Why does it upset him when we point out he had no interest in it?
Howard?
Yeah.
But do you care about that stuff that Sal did in the wrap-up show yesterday about Sam, while we're on Sal?
That is funny. Well, it goes into what he said about Greg, too. I think Sal really has he has a resentment for people who work in comedy who he doesn't I don't know.
Greg is very successful. Greg is a television writer.
Right.
Didn't Andy Dick just approach you to do some sort of television program? How many people are approached by Andy Dick?
Who are straight?
That shows you.
We wrote for Ellen.
Wrote for Ellen DeGeneres.
Won 4 Emmys. 4 daytime Emmys.
He's a great stand-up.
Well, thank you, Robin. I appreciate that.
My goodness.
And by the way, Friday night, I was just talking to Artie out there, Comedy Central, it's Howard Stern night. They're doing my
It's Artie Lange night.
Entertainment Weekly picked my half-hour special is the thing.
I'm one of the, I guess, the rare grown-ups that doesn't look back and think, God, my childhood. I had a fine childhood.
So nobody pushed you into it.
No. But
How did you get in?
I always, my piano teacher became a children's agent.
Oh.
I helped to force her out of piano teaching.
And you were never molested by your piano teacher or your...
No, my Spanish teacher tried, but
couldn't get anything off
couldn't
you.
get
You never
get
put
first
out.
base. Couldn't get to first base with me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What an honor. No teacher ever wanted me. So you do this child acting. The other movie that you were in, I should say...
The Robe.
Well, you were, with Jack Benny.
No.
Jack Benny you worked with.
Yes, I did on radio and television, but
But
The Robe.
not The Robe.
The Robe.
Jack Benny wasn't in The Robe.
No, I understand
Was that Richard
Now,
Burton?
Jesus, what am I supposed to do with this robe?
The Jack Benny program you were on.
Yes.
Another
years.
genius. Do you remember him?
Oh, yeah.
And you liked him?
For 8 years I worked with him.
Is that how you got into wanting to be a comedian and
Yeah.
everything? This early sort of
make
childhood?
make Jack Benny laugh and then try to give that up.
And then you even hung out when you were younger with Mel Blanc
on the Jack Benny show.
Wow.
He was in the cast.
And don't you think, did Mel Blanc didn't live long enough to see that you were a successful voice guy in a cartoon, but he would be so proud of you doing The Simpsons, wouldn't
I
he?
would hope so, yeah.
You would think so.
He was the guy who did all the voices for the Looney Tunes cartoon.
He was brilliant.
For the people who need to know that Costello was the fat guy.
How did your Spanish teacher come on to you?
I was in the Spanish club.
I'm hoping this is a woman, or was it a guy?
No, it was a guy.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind.
End of story.
No, really, you were in the Spanish club.
Yeah, I was in the extracurricular Spanish club.
Right.
And, I can't say he came on. The Spanish club would meet in his house.
Right.
This was all pieced together post facto. And my senior year, and I was a really good Spanish student, so we could participate in contests and we'd win stuff. And
right.
My senior year in college, in high school, I go to UCLA part-time.
Right.
So I don't have time for extracurricular activities anymore.
Right.
So I'm still in Spanish, and he gives me a U for unsatisfactory because he's pissed off at me. He's spurned that I no longer can hang out at his house.
Right.
So that's all it was. And he never touched my knee or anything.
I say, you don't have any. You didn't grab your penis. You didn't,
no, I had to wait until I was living in the West Side Y in New York one summer.
Oh, a guy came on to you?
Just a grab.
What is it about you that every guy wants to grab you? Even as I sit here now.
It's the ass hairs.
I want to touch you.
Yeah, thank you.
So go back to...
Feel free.
Go back to touch your ass hairs, please.
Yeah.
Go back to Saturday Night Live for a second. So with that first season, was there anything you were really proud of that you got to do there, that you wrote and got to be a part of, that was,
that got on the air?
Yeah.
I would have to... probably a couple things. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you one.
Okay.
I'll tell you one. It was the show that Rodney Dangerfield hosted. And at the time, I'm sure you remember, the South African government was selling these gold coins called Krugerrands.
Yes.
And I got really pissed off at that whole campaign, at that whole idea. And I did one which was supposed to be, we're on Sirius, I can say this, which was supposed to be revealing of what the real South African government was. And the coin was called the Niggerrand.
Right.
I remember that.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
And I remember Rodney coming up to me like 10 seconds before I'm about to go on the air live with this bit to say, "You're not going to do that on the air, are you, kid?"
And you did it.
I did it.
And people understood it. They did.
They got a few angry letters. You couldn't do that. I'm amazed that I can say it on Sirius now, but I mean...
You couldn't do that now on Saturday Night Live.
Anywhere.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Well, and you know who I blame? Mark Furman.
Oh, yeah, right.
Mark Furman.
That's right.
Made
Right,
it the
from the
N-word.
OJ trial, yeah.
Yeah.
He ruined the N-word for white comedians.
He did.
He did. So
He ruined Michael Richards' career.
That's right.
He did.
Yeah.
I always picture you as like best friends with like Steve Martin and...
oh, I wish.
Yeah, that would make your day.
That would make my day.
Do you have close Hollywood showbiz friends?
Christopher Guest, Michael McKean, the guys
the guys from Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Right. Them you're still in touch with.
Oh, yeah. We get together a lot, play music together, you know.
So you go out, and so did Saturday Night Live fire you, or
No.
you left?
No. The end of that year was the end of Lorne's 5-year deal.
Okay.
He left. Gene Dumanian comes in. I go to Gene. I say, look, you know, she had been around, and I told her how unhappy I was. I say, look, I have, you know, I'm not going to be looking over your shoulder saying, oh, how great Lorne was, how bad Gene is. Just do me a favor. I'll come back, but bring some people in who know what they're doing, because you're not going to be given the slack that Lorne was his first year, and you're going to get killed. Bring Chris in. Bring somebody in that, you know, bring good people in. She said to me these words, I don't think I want people who know what they're doing.
What a strategy.
Yeah.
I want people who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Let's fuck up. How about that?
Wow.
And she got it.
So you left.
I left because of that, yeah.
Right. Until you go off, and then you go, you of
We
course
make
always
Spinal
creative.
Tap.
You make Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
That's huge. They invite you back as a guest. It was great. You had all the Spinal Tap guys there with you. The thing was creative. And you get sucked in again.
Yeah.
They say, who says it to you?
Dick
Gene
Ebersol.
or Dick Ebersol.
Yeah.
Oh, then he's running things.
Yeah.
And we know how great he is. He was just busy bad-mouthing Conan as soon as...
Comedy genius.
Yeah,
bad-mouthing Conan.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so...
Well, you know, he was trying to help Conan. He was trying to give him comedy advice.
Of course, if he had only been given the opportunity.
Listen to Dick.
If only Conan would listen to Dick Ebersol, everything would have been better.
Yeah. How funny was the Winter Olympics? That's Dick.
Isn't it amazing that Dick knows? I mean, Conan had been working for years and years and years without Dick's help. Yeah. So when Dick Ebersol hired you, you said, hey, okay, it's not Lorne Michaels.
Hey, they treated us so good. It's got to be different.
It's got to be great. You show up for work.
Yeah.
Who's part of that cast?
Christopher, Billy Crystal, Jim Belushi, Marty Short.
That was a good
Pamela
year.
Stevenson, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Fabulous cast.
Yeah. Well, a couple exceptions. But...
Well, okay. I'm
Tell us who the exceptions are.
Oh, you figure it out.
Who were the exceptions? Be honest. Come on. You've never been afraid.
Yeah.
Who is bad on that
Well,
show?
you know, Billy was an interesting...
You think Billy Crystal was bad on it?
Never trust anybody in show business whose 8x10 glossy pose is...
They put their hands up by their face?
Yeah.
All right. So you didn't get along with Billy Crystal?
No. Well, I had his footprints on my back, let me say that.
Did you fight with him?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was... he's a fairly ruthless guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I mean about that you do that sweet pose.
Right.
You're covering
It seems like there's a lot of people in showbiz. Like I hear Ellen DeGeneres. No, all jokes aside, is not a nice person off the air, but she's lovely on the air. Lovely, and nice.
Only see her on the air.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I
didn't know that about Billy Crystal. What would he do to you? Would he sabotage you?
Well, it was just, Billy took the competition very seriously. And in fairness, there were way too many, it was too large a cast.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it was really rough to get airtime. And Billy, there was one sketch in particular where everybody had really said, this is such a tasteless piece of shit. I don't want to do it. It was written from me. I said that. Chris said it. It went through the whole thing. Billy said, I'll do it.
More airtime.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Do you remember what it was? What was it?
It was about, I do remember. It was a rabbi who was a counselor. Like a guy went to his rabbi for counseling and about his problems with his wife. And the only thing the rabbi ever said was, well, kill her. It was just a stupid sketch, And it's like,
I'll do that.
I'll do that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
Whatever. Billy the Jew would do that.
Let's do a clown Holocaust movie. Why not? Let's follow it up. Make a whole character out of it. So you are in that cast. Mm-hmm. And what goes wrong this time? Why was it bad the second time?
We did the first show. We did men's synchronized swimming. And Dick never stopped saying, do you know how much that cost? And I would say, well, I didn't produce it. Don't blame me.
Right.
They only have shown it like 4 million times and amortized it, 4 weeks into it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes things cost money to look good. You have to make them look good.
The water, we had to water a pool, a whole pool, fill a pool with water.
How much did that thing cost?
I don't know. Water isn't free, Howard. You know that. And then he said, we know that you're the political guy. We're really going to look to you for the political stuff. And I think weeks out of 7, I was standing around in Ronald Reagan makeup for the whole show, never anything on the air. And the makeup is, like a little heavy.
It's humiliating.
A bit humiliating.
You're wrong.
That was my main feeling coming into the ground floor of that building every week was fucking humiliation.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Me too. I mean, I worked at NBC.
Yeah.
And I've never been more humiliated in my life. I never felt more degraded, more like human scum.
Yeah. Marty used to say, I don't know, I walk into that building, I don't feel funny.
What is it about that building? It made everyone humorless.
Yeah. And it's, as a kid, I always yearned growing up in L.A. I thought that building was like the heart of what was wonderful about broadcasting, and I get into it, and it's like...
Me too, and from the day I walked in, I said, they're just wiping the spirit out of me. Whatever it is that makes me happy is gone.
Yeah.
I'm humorless.
And you're supposed to be doing comedy.
Yeah, and I would go and I'd work with engineers and create bits and write stuff, and they would just look at me like I was shit.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe. I said, this is the end.
Yeah.
So I understand that.
And it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're walking out of a building feeling mortified and humiliated.
Wow.
Yeah.
And, when I watched Saturday Night Live those years, and I would see like Martin Short, I thought it was some of his most brilliant stuff. And yet, look what was going on internally. He was like, I just want to get out the door.
Yeah.
And who knows, he might have stayed with the show longer if he'd had a better feeling.
I think all of us would have.
Is the problem that the building is just too corporate, that it just doesn't feel like a fun house?
I don't know. I mean, when I first went there, I read a book about your show of shows, which was a 90-minute live comedy show on Saturday night from Studio 8H. Sound familiar?
Yes.
With Sid Caesar and Carl Reiner and all these great people. And I read the book to see, okay, I remember very distantly it being funny and thinking, all right, I'll and it was different. It was different. They wrote the stuff on Monday, and then they just committed to doing the show for the rest of the week. Let's make the best show of this script we can.
Right.
As opposed to this fantasy of, let's stay up like we're in a college dorm and not write until Wednesday, and then we won't ever
under pressure, we're really going to...
Yeah.
It's like a formula.
Yeah, yeah. And I just think it was the wrong way to do it, and nobody ever came in and said, let's do this a professional way.
So people would burn out.
Yeah.
And also maybe it was a different kind of pressure. I think when they did the show of shows, it wasn't the same ratings pressure. I guess when you're on Saturday Night Live...
There's no ratings pressure on Saturday Night Live. The competition is old movies on Channel 2.
That's true.
The only pressure is to make sure that Budweiser gets a plug.
So you left after a year there?
Half a year.
Half a year?
January 13th.
Was Billy Crystal so upset when you left?
Yeah, I think he cried.
Were you one of those guys?
I think he did this.
Were you again the turd in the punch bowl? Like, was he like one of those guys who just said, "Oh, I'm so glad Harry's out of here. He's negative energy. We don't want him around."
They airbrushed me out of the cast photo on the 8th floor. That's all I know.
No kidding.
Yeah.
After a half a year, you leave. You went into Dick Ebersol's office and said, "I can't take it."
We had a meeting at 1:44 in the morning, and Dick said, "This isn't. I don't think this is working out." And I said, "You're so right. Just pay me what you owe me, and I'll be delighted to leave."
And they did.
Yeah. And the great thing was that they had made this beautiful, really elaborate, first they'd ever done a kind of 3D animated opening, and they couldn't afford to take me out of the opening.
You were in for the rest of the season.
For the whole season, my face is on the opening.
What amazes me about you, I look at the career of like Jay Leno. Jay Leno holds on to that show. He holds on to that relationship with NBC, no matter how they humiliate him.
Yeah.
You talk about humiliation. You can't be any more humiliated that after 17 years they fire you.
Yeah.
They put on Conan. They fire you from the 10 o'clock show, and he still sucks their corporate dick like it's like the greatest thing in his life.
Yeah. Well, it is.
Yeah, it's the greatest thing in his life.
Yeah.
And yet you are so confident. Most people would have said, you know what, I'll eat any shit Dick Ebersol hands me because, you know what, this is a gig. I need this. I want to be in show business.
Yeah.
But you're very confident in your own abilities.
Well, I was very patient,
Right.
I think the thing in show business is everybody is so desperate and scared. And I'll tell you the truth. I was maybe 52 or 3 before I realized, you know what? They're not going to kick me out of show business.
Yeah, you've got an ability. And you've always had an ability. What college did you go? You went to Harvard?
UCLA and Harvard Graduate School.
And you were like
political science.
And while you were in college, weren't you some sort of reporter? And
I was on the newspaper. I edited the editorial page of the paper, and I ran the humor magazine for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've never had a problem getting work.
But, you know, even for me, you know, 53 before you realize they're not going to kick me out of show business. There's that thing in the back of everybody's mind.
Right. Yeah, but
there's
listen
going to be
to
the
this.
knock on the door.
And
Thank
that's
you.
it.
But here's why Harry's talented. After graduating from college, Harry covered the Watts riots as a freelance writer for Newsweek. Not many guys get out of college and write for Newsweek.
Yeah.
He also taught English throughout the Compton School District. And even there, you didn't get along with people, did you? There was a lot of bullshit going there.
English in Compton?
Yeah, what happened? What happened when you were an English
What
teacher
do you
in
say,
Compton?
Robin?
No.
What point are you making?
Oh, my.
You weren't that successful.
It didn't take.
It was horrible. There,
Last
right?
time I saw this woman, speaking of which, was on Celebrity Jeopardy.
That's right.
And I won.
He was the one who was laughing hysterically when I walked back into the dressing.
Was that your last
After
appearance?
that final Jeopardy question, yes.
Believe it or not, she has won Jeopardy.
The only time I was in the lead in my show that day was when I won Final Jeopardy.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Hey, I know I'm going to forget to ask you this, and I do want to go back to you teaching, but let's save that for another time. Yeah. But I have to remember to ask you this. So when you were the child actor, you auditioned for and got the pilot for Leave It to Beaver.
Yeah.
You played Eddie Haskell.
Yeah.
You were the original Eddie Haskell.
Yeah.
Which brings chills to my spine when I say it. Why did you not become Eddie Haskell in the regular TV series?
My parents. They said, you know, it's cool for you to be a working actor, but I was going to public school.
Right.
And they said, you know, if you're going to be in a show as a part of the cast week in and week out, we're going to have to take it. You can't go to public school. We're going to have to put you in one of those special Hollywood schools. We don't think that's right. We don't think it's right for, 20 Teamsters are standing around going, hey, the kid doesn't have it today.
Isn't that amazing that your parents were willing to turn down that money, too? I mean, that says something about
that's
them.
a part of why he is the way he is, I imagine.
Yeah.
Because even they would not just kowtow and say, we have to put
that's
our
a good
child
point.
through
That's a
that.
good point. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
No, I think that's very healthy. I think most people would be seduced and give their child over.
Yeah.
And I think that's why so many child actors are fucked up. They
exactly right. No, my parents were on my side.
Wow. Do you ever have regrets that, where is that original pilot with you as Eddie Haskell?
It's on the DVD of the collected Leave It to Beaver episode.
I'm getting that tomorrow. I got to see it. Were you a good Eddie Haskell? They offered you the part.
They offered me the part. The only time I've ever seen it, I was on with Dave one time, and he showed like a little clip of that, and I saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Did it flip you out?
It did. It did.
I mean, you had a whole take on Eddie Haskell. How old were you at that time?
I must have been about 10. The only thing I could think of was that was pre-orthodonture me.
Wow.
My teeth were out to here.
A funny-looking Eddie Haskell.
Yeah, the tusks.
And so, I don't know, in some way, I imagine I'd be like, oh, wow, I could have been Eddie Haskell. I could have had, I could have.
But look what happened to him.
Yeah,
it would have been horrible.
A sheriff somewhere.
Yeah.
But it would have been horrible.
Killed in Vietnam, working at a 7-Eleven, whatever those things.
It might have even killed who you are today.
Yes.
Have you ever met the guy who plays Eddie Haskell?
No.
That would be fascinating. Does
I've
he
never
realize,
met anybody from that show.
Does he realize he was second choice?
I don't know. I can't look into his mind, Howard.
And what was the episode about when you were in Leave It to Beaver? Do you even remember it? Boy, I would be totally
fixated on it. But the rest of the cast was exactly the same.
I think it was the same people. The only show that I really remember the plot of was I was on a Jack Benny show, and it was CBS was late to go to color television.
Right.
Because
they thought it wouldn't happen.
Well, no. The system that was adopted was invented by NBC. So they go, fuck you. Okay, put on your own color shows.
Right.
You sell color sets. It was like that. That was what it is. So now they finally decide, okay, this color thing is happening.
It's sticking.
Right.
It's sticking. So they force everybody to go to color. So it was the first Jack Benny show in color. So the writers write an episode that's got a lot of color in it. Jack takes the Beverly Hills Beavers to the circus.
Right.
Okay, so the lights are incredibly hot. We're at the circus, everything. And, of course, when the show goes into syndication, everything, because so many of the shows are in black and white, they just transfer everything in black and white. So when they go to all that trouble and the show ends up, now you're looking at black and white balloons for the rest of eternity.
So you've, you talk about you were like the guy who they looked at for political humor and all that stuff. So even in between all these other gigs and everything you do, The Simpsons, out of all the things you've done in your career, make you the most money, really. Isn't that amazing? That they're just doing these cartoon voices. And you don't even have to do that much work, right? I mean, you can go, what is it, once a week and record these things?
We do a show once a week, yeah.
Yeah. What is it, Richard?
Oh, I just want to say, first off, I'm a massive fan.
Oh, thanks.
I almost cried when he did the Simpsons voices. That's like, because I grew up on
Simpsons underwear, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I get a piece of that.
Let me ask you something about The Simpsons. Do you get a piece of the merchandising?
Rumor has it we get a little taste.
A little taste of the merchandising.
Yeah.
You were the only one of the cast. What did they put together that I read?
The 20th anniversary
The
show?
what?
It was a ride. I think it was Universal.
The ride.
Yes, the Universal ride.
Yeah.
They feature the voices of all the characters.
I've written it. It's awesome.
Yeah, but all the Harry Shearer voices are not part of the ride.
I noticed that. Yeah, they're missing a lot of characters.
They wouldn't pay up? Is that right? So, again, you're the only cast member who said, hey, wait a second. I want to get paid for this. The other cast members go, oh, thank you.
A ride? Oh, goody.
I've never thought of my voice on a ride.
Yeah.
Always wanted to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're not a part of that.
Now, let me ask you something. All of the noise you make, do the other cast members benefit from your fight? See, you're doing them a favor.
I'm
every
doing,
time
as Lloyd Blankfein of Goldman Sachs said a couple of months ago, I'm doing God's work.
So, in other words, you never sit and worry that you're going to get fired from The Simpsons. You're secure enough, again, that they're not going to throw you out of show business.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like, they did this big, the first time we ever had a negotiation, they did this big nationwide talent search for people to replace us. And that didn't go so well. And I have to tell you this story because it I don't know if it's been told publicly, but it's my favorite Hollywood story because it's a very different side of Hollywood. They offered the gig to all the A-level voiceover people in Hollywood, the people who do all the other cartoon shows and stuff. And to a man and woman, they all said, that's their gig.
Wow.
So that's
when
rare.
When does that ever happen?
When does that ever happen?
Wow.
Yeah. So those people deserve a huge tip of the hat.
And Richard, it wouldn't be the same cartoon if they used different voices.
No, and I was, I've seen the cartoon in German and like Spanish when I was in Europe, and it's not the same thing.
Well, this is what the Serbs understand. I was in Belgrade, and they don't dub it. They have our voices and the subtitles.
Yeah, you got to have your voice.
Serbs know.
They know the real thing.
The Serbs can tell.
But the show, Matt Groening's other show, Futurama, supposedly they're using other voices when they bring it back to Comedy Central.
Really?
Because, Billy West was part of the voices for Futurama, and I think they're replacing him and the other voice actors because they wanted too much money.
How did you end up in this interview anyway?
Oh,
I can't even get rid of it. I was doing really well on my own.
You were doing great. I wanted to ask a quick question about Spinal Tap.
Serbia. Right, go ahead. Quick question about Spinal Tap. Yeah, I mean, really.
I'm sorry. I'm a big Derek Smalls fan.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
I always heard, was Spinal Tap based on any specific band? Because I heard, did you guys tour England with the band Saxon?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
To get ideas for the movie?
Yeah, just little tips like footwear tips, and I learned to basically hold my left hand. If I played open strings, I could always have my left hand high fisting.
And your mustache was from the bass player from Saxon, right?
No, from Lemmy of no, my hair was from Lemmy of Motorhead. I forget where the mustache came from, but it was all everybody was doing like a bunch of different bands.
And Harry, the whole movie was pretty much ad-lib, right? Totally ad-lib.
Yeah, except for two lines. Except for when Sir Dennis Eaton Hogg reads the toast. We had to write that.
Scripted.
That was scripted.
That's the only thing you scripted.
That's right.
And you know what a lot of people don't realize if you watch Spinal Tap, the DVD with the commentary, it's like watching a whole nother movie because they're in character.
Right.
And it is the funniest thing I've ever
You do the
seen.
commentary in character.
In character. And did you know they give awards for DVD commentary?
Did you win one?
That's the only award I've ever won.
Wow. Like an Academy Award type thing?
Well, for, DVD Academy.
You've won no awards?
No awards.
Nothing?
I'm the only person on The Simpsons who's not got an Emmy.
Really?
Why do you? Is that again because you're the turd in the
I
punch
don't know,
bowl?
but I stole it. I stole my Emmy, so I have an Emmy.
You do have one?
Yeah.
Who did you steal it from?
The Academy.
No kidding?
Yeah.
You said, I'm going to give myself an Emmy. I'll give you an award. This was
What,
actually...
you walk past the table of Emmys and just take one?
Well,
this is from This is from Craig's Radio Hall of Fame. It recognizes Robin Ophelia Quivers, but you can have it.
No, it's nice. No, it's they gave awards every year to the show,
right?
And the producers get that award. But because they want to be photographed, they drag an actor along. And so I was the one they dragged along that year. And so we go up on stage, and they hand us a statuette. And then when you go backstage, and they take it away from everybody who's going to have one engraved. But since I wasn't going to have one engraved, they didn't take it away from me. So I said, thank you.
Yep,
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Bastards. Harry Shearer's new album. Now, he has a musical album out. And these are song parodies. Right?
Well, they're songs, because they're not parodies. They're original songs.
Oh, the original songs you wrote?
Yes.
And they're all about one theme.
Yeah, the economy. The economy's stupid.
These are all political songs about the economy.
Well, they're about, some are political, some are sort of just, for example, there's one that my wife sings called Bonus Baby, which is just about the point of view of a woman whose guy is this banker or hedge fund manager with this tremendous bonus and all the things he's done with it, and he's not giving it back, and fuck you all,
This is what Saturday Night Live is missing out by not having you on.
That's right. And wonderful players, some of the best musicians in both L.A. and New Orleans, Skunk Baxter and Steve Lukather both play guitar on it.
And you went in his studio and you sing and you record.
Yeah.
Do you actually play instruments?
I play bass.
You do for real?
Yeah.
You can actually play it. Did you learn it for Spinal Tap, or you actually knew what you were doing?
Had been planned for about 8 or 9 years before, and then for Mighty Wind I picked up the double bass, and now I play that every day.
No kidding.
Yeah, I love it.
And so you went into his studio, recorded an album, and now I guess you sell albums.
This is my third.
Yeah, but this is all. But you've never done one where it was just political tunes.
Yeah.
It is?
Songs of the Bushmen, which came out in the last year of the Bush administration, was all about people who worked for Bush. Got a Grammy nomination.
How did that do?
It got a Grammy nomination. It did
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And there's a song on that which called Who Is You, about John Yoo, the torture guy.
Right.
Yeah, so.
And now this album.
This album, which has also... My favorite, a couple of my favorites are sort of a Pet Shop Boys style song called Mr. Goldman and Mr. Sax. And
sung just like that?
Well, sung just like that. And a song kind of in Beach Boys style called Little GM, about the failure of General Motors, which has the punchline, "You were too big not to fail."
You will never run for office, will you?
Are you kidding?
Are you inspired?
Turn into fucking Al Franken when I grow up?
That's what I'm asking you.
No.
Why do you feel about Al Franken? You worked with him, right?
Yeah.
And is he a good guy, or you're not buying this?
Funniest man in Franken and Davis.
Oh, there you go. You're not a fan, I take it, right?
I just said what I think.
Is he an ass, too? Or
I just told you what I think.
But politically, do you agree with him?
Politically, I find it hard to agree with anybody these days. I find, if watching this spectacle that's going on, it's, it's the battle between the pussies and the bullies.
Yeah, you see them all as the same.
Well, the Democrats are pussies and the Republicans are bullies. Who do you root for?
Who's a bigger ass, Billy Crystal or Al Franken, in your mind?
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal.
He takes that prize.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Billy will hear about this and call you. I don't think so.
He doesn't call you, does he?
Have you ever run into Billy since the Saturday Night Live days?
No. We don't travel in the same circles. He's a Clipper fan.
Oh, I see. It's hard to believe you don't travel in the same circle.
I know, isn't it?
Well, in fact, according to you, the only person who's not an ass is Mel Gibson. You actually like Mel.
Well, he was on an episode of The Simpsons, and I sat next to him at a read-through.
He never called you a filthy Jew or anything?
He called me a lovely Jew.
He called you a lovely Jew?
A lovely Jew.
Well, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
He smelled you and knew you were a Jew, right?
Yeah,
away?
that's right. I've always liked you Jews. No, he was just perfect.
Right.
But on the other hand, he wasn't drunk.
I see. When he's drunk, I'm sure he would have been very angry with
Hey,
you.
Jew.
Get over here. Do a voice.
But, and he never said, I've never hired a male Jew for The Simpsons before.
Harry Shearer's new album is called Greed and Fear.
Okay.
These are songs by the brilliant Harry Shearer. Now, you can only get this on iTunes. There's no more record stores.
iTunes and Amazon.
Amazon has it.
Yeah.
I can get it now. It's there.
Yes, sir. It looks like this.
Let me see it.
If it existed as a CD, it would look like this.
It's an attractive cover.
Thank
It's,
you.
I believe, Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin showing both greed and fear.
Greed and fear. And, wow, what a joy to have you
Thank
here.
you, man. It's great to be with
There's
you.
a lot more to cover, but...
Yeah. I haven't seen you since Grammy Week Live.
Is that right?
Long time ago.
Grammy Week Live.
Where do you live now, L.A.?
L.A., New Orleans, London.
New Orleans. What's that connection?
Oh, my God. I fell in love with that city 20 years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You got a house and everything there.
Yeah. And I adore it.
And how can you live there? I mean, you got to do The Simpsons. Do you fly back and forth to L.A.?
There's a studio in New Orleans.
And you have a house in London?
Yeah.
You like those foreigners?
I love this.
Doesn't scare you?
Here's what scares me about London.
Yeah.
They think that to turn the lights on, you flip the switch down.
All right.
Yeah.
That is fucked up.
They got it all wrong.
They got it all wrong.
Steering wheel is on the wrong
on
side.
is down. How does that work?
I think you moved to England so you won't run into Billy Crystal.
So I won't work for Lorne.
That's right. Harry Shearer's new album, Greed and Fear, is available on iTunes. You must get it now. I'm going to actually get it.
Please get it. Well, you can get it now just like
Don't
this.
give it to me free. I'll buy it.
Okay.
How much is that?
I don't know.
You don't even know what they charge?
I don't know what they charge.
Do you listen to your own music?
I would have to ask Steve Jobs how much this costs.
You won't look at your own stuff on TV. Do you listen to your own music?
You know, every once in a while I'll listen to these just to think.
Jam out a little bit.
Wig out.
Wig out a little.
Yeah.
The great Harry Shearer. We'll be back right after these words.
Harry, how'd it go in there today?
Better than I could have expected. Better than my wildest dreams.
Really? Why is that?
Oh, it's a dreamboat. No, he was really nice to me. Really sweet. And it was great fun. And
He how does it feel? He seemed to be extremely impressed with all the things you've done over the years.
yeah, I mean, Howard, I think, said he respected me, and he treated me as if he did. So
Yeah, and he said he thinks you're a genius.
well, Albert Einstein is a genius. I've just found a way to make electricity out of seawater, which is handy, but it's not a genius. No, it was really lovely.
Awesome. All right, thanks for stopping by.
My pleasure.
Today. Richard, how was it meeting Harry Shearer?
It's great. It was awesome. He's one of my idols. He's a genius, and the only thing that I'm a little bummed about is I'm wearing Family Guy boxers today, not my Simpsons.
Oh,
ones.
Richard, what were you thinking, man?
I wasn't prepared.
How far do those things come up?
To my chin.
It's bizarre.
It looks like buttocks there.
Sure.
Doesn't it? Like I have an ass in my belly.
You got a pretty mean moose knuckle going on there.
Slap my ass. So yeah, I'm just a little bummed out, that I wasn't wearing my Simpsons boxers. But he talked to me in the Mr. Burns voice. So that was
what was that like,
things. That was amazing.
years at Roulette Records, and we're going to talk about it today with Howard. And so I'm really looking forward to it.
So Tommy, you excited to be here today?
I am. You know, I'm a big fan.
Really? And
I love to come up to Sirius. It's always fun coming up here.
You never know what's going to happen, right?
No, that's true, especially with Howard.
Keep you on your toes.
Who knows, man, where this is going.
All right. We'll see you in there.
Okay.
Tommy James is here. Tommy James wrote like 10 million good songs. Here she come, moaning, moaning. And Crystal Blue Persuasion. And what else? Well, I'm trying to think.
I think we're alone now. Is that?
I think we're alone. Hey, there's the man. How you doing? What's happening?
It's great to see you.
Good to see you. All right. Look at this guy. See? There's the guy I watched when I was a kid.
Okay, so
Tommy James.
Interview from here too.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. You want to sit there and be interviewed, or you want to sit on the couch? I just figured it'd save you the hassle.
Yeah. Well, you may be right on that.
Yeah, sit over there. Sit over there like
Where would you like me to sit?
right there.
Right here. Okay.
Get settled.
All right.
Yeah, settle in. This is not a very professional show, so you can. Now, where's the microphone on Tommy? It's a guitar. I thought you were gonna.
It's Mike A, maybe?
I don't know. Scott was supposed to label it for me. I guess he ran out of time.
So where's my... Oh, I see. I'm right there.
There you are.
We can hear you.
I got you. All right, thanks. A lot of work going on in there.
I just want to...
See, Tommy, you kept the long hair, man. You're not
I'm
a seller.
trying.
You kept it.
Doing my best, believe me.
You kept the long hair. I was watching you, man. I mean, you wrote 1 million good songs.
Thank you.
Did you write all those songs, or did you?
No, not all of them. We started basically with 𝗏𝗁𝗍.
Yeah, I remember 𝗏𝗁𝗍 was because you walked out of a building and then you saw MONY, Mutual of Omaha.
Mutual of New York.
Mutual of New York, right.
Yeah, Omaha.
I don't know.
I just want to see.
So anyway, let me understand the whole trajectory here, the whole story, okay? You're some young guy. Where'd you grow up?
Grew up in Niles, Michigan, little town, southern Michigan, and that's where I recorded 𝗪𝗪𝗪 with my high school buds. Had a cover band, the Shondells.
Right.
And the record actually was recorded in a radio studio, WNIL. It was really an all-American story.
But 𝗪𝗪𝗪 you wrote?
No, Jeff Barry and Ellie Greenwich wrote it.
Oh, so it was a cover song?
It was a cover. I heard another band play it. I couldn't remember all the words. I just knew we had to do that song. And I had just signed a little regional label deal with Snap Records.
So when you record with your little local band, Tommy James and the Shondells, and you record a version of 𝗪𝗪𝗪.
Right.
You take 𝗪𝗪𝗪, you're going around with this thing, and, you know, nobody's even interested in it.
And it bombs miserably.
Bombs miserably.
In '64.
But some dude picked it up in Pittsburgh,
right? Yes, 2 years later. Now, I had graduated from high school in '65.
And what were you doing when you graduated? Were you still trying to make it in music, or had you given up?
Yeah, I took my band on the road, and we played, you know, Chicago and up through the Midwest. And the club we were doing went belly up in the middle of my 2 weeks up in Janesville, Wisconsin. True story. So I had to go back home, and if I hadn't gone back home at that moment in early '66, I wouldn't have got the call from Pittsburgh that 𝗪𝗪𝗪 was sitting at #1.
Wow. What was it, a local DJ picked up 𝗪𝗪𝗪?
Yeah, local disc jockey and a club owner, and played it at his clubs.
What made the guy find a 2-year-old record and say, I'm going to put this on the radio? Because guys never take chances on
Pittsburgh
music.
had a really interesting sort of underground oldies market back then.
Right.
And so they were always looking for these obscure kind of R&B records, you know, underground kind of things. And so 𝗪𝗪𝗪 sounded interesting, and he played it at his club. And the reaction...
God bless this guy,
you
right?
know, absolutely.
I mean, like, what was this cat's name? His
name was Bob Mack.
Bob Mackey was a radio guy.
He was a DJ and a club owner.
And he was conscientious enough that he listened to all this music that was laying around.
Absolutely. And so we sold it.
Did you, like, blow him when this happened? I mean, you know, I know you're straight, but, I mean, like what do you do for a guy, like, for the rest of your life? Are you in touch with him?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I just talked to him a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do you do for a guy like that?
Well, what happened was we sold 80,000 bootlegged records. They bootlegged the record and sold them in 10 days. And we're sitting at #1. They tracked me down. I go to Pittsburgh. I couldn't put the original band together, so I grabbed sort of...
Because you were already broken up.
That's
the
right.
original Sean Dallas.
That's right.
Because you guys were a high school band.
That's right.
So you said, I don't know where the fuck those guys are. I'm getting right on the radio with this guy in Pittsburgh. I'll put together a band. I've got something going on.
That's true. And I grabbed sort of the first bar band I could find.
Right.
And took them to New York. Now, this is the interesting part, because when I got to New York, we were going to sell the master.
Right.
And... so we get a yes from Columbia. We get a yes from, remember, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 Records.
Yeah.
And
everyone wants to sign
Atlantic,
you now.
yeah. And the last place they took the record to was Roulette.
Right, Roulette Records.
Roulette Records.
Morris Levy is the guy who owns it.
Exactly.
Right.
And pretty notorious place, but we didn't really care about any of that. So one by one, the next day, all the record companies call up and say, we got to pass.
Wow.
Because what you're alluding to is Morris Levy
called every company.
He's dead now, Morris Levy, right? Morris Levy,
Because it's safe to talk about him now.
Right. Yeah. You claim Morris Levy was a mobster. And he ran Roulette Records. Yeah. In fact, they say that the movie Goodfellas, was it, that had, what was the character's name?
Well, it was Sopranos, actually, that Morris Levy was Hesh.
Hesh.
They called him Moish, and it was Hesh Rabkin was Morris Levy.
So this Morris Levy, you didn't know at the time. You were a naive kid. You just sold 80,000 records in Pittsburgh. You bring this track to New York. All the record companies are interested. The next day, after you meet with Morris Levy, all the record companies say there's no way we're touching this record, and Morris Levy's the only one who's willing to sign you.
Jerry Wexler at Atlantic finally leveled with us and said, listen, Morris Levy called up and said, this is my record. And that was the end of that, and they backed down, every one of them.
Do you want to just... do you think you're eternally angry? And no one would blame you for being...
You know, I'm not. Because the funny part about all this is because if we had been with one of the corporate labels, we'd have been handed to a producer, got lost in the numbers, and that would have probably been the last time anybody...
Do you really think that Morris Levy was the reason that perhaps you excelled because he
left you alone or something?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, in all honesty, look, I've searched myself many times. I've been carrying this around for a long time.
Right.
And the truth is, we did 110 million records at Roulette. Yeah. And they left us alone and allowed us to morph into whatever we could become because they needed us. They needed a hit.
But you yourself have figured, with an accountant, that you've probably missed out on $40 million for
30 to 40.
$30 to $40 million in record sales because Morris Levy took every dime you had.
And songwriting mechanicals.
And yet you don't seem so angry with Morris Levy.
Well, you wonder why him and not...
Because Tommy had the misfortune or fortune, according to Tommy, of the record ending up on Morris Levy's desk. And when Morris decided he wanted this band, he told everyone else to fuck off or he's going to kill him, probably, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he once tell you he was going to kill you?
Well, we had a couple of really scary... You got to understand what Roulette was. Most of the fans did not know. A few of the guys inside the industry knew. Most people did not know that Roulette was a front for the Genovese crime family in New York.
You said you even went to meetings where most of the Genovese crime family was in the meeting.
I was brought in and introduced to people, and I'm in hell. What would happen is we'd meet somebody. This is a true story. We'd meet somebody in Morris's office, and 2 weeks later we'd see him doing the perp walk out of a Jersey warehouse.
A record company.
Say, isn't that the guy we just met at Mars?
So you'd be at Morris's for a big Roulette record meeting, and then next week you see the guy on TV doing the perp walk.
So one by one we learned who everybody was. We'd see him on TV.
Did you ever get into trouble in the sense that the FBI or somebody started watching you, thinking you were involved in the mob?
Well, it was close because towards the end, I'm skipping way ahead, but towards the end, in the 80s, Morris offered me a label. And I'm like, yeah. So what we found out, of course, was that the FBI was monitoring him at that moment. So undoubtedly, if I had taken the label, we may not be talking here today.
Yeah, it would have been a great label because let's say you discovered some great bands, they wouldn't get paid, you wouldn't get paid, and then you'd be in jail.
Why would you drag another musician into that hell?
I know.
Yeah,
well, I did one time. We did.
Did you?
With Alive and Kickin', Tighter, Tighter. You know, we brought that into roulette. But the truth is, and when I look at the whole, we always had to weigh the good against the bad. I always had to say, well, now look, because if we had been really destitute or broke or something, I probably would feel different. But we were making money on the touring and the
right. You got to keep. Let's understand something. You got to keep the money when you would go out on the road and do these shows. You get to keep the money.
Over half the money that we made, we kept.
Right, but Morris, the record sales back then. When you sell over 100 million records, that's a lot of dope.
It is.
Who knows how much money that really generated? And you'd go in and ask for money from Morris and say, "Hey, Morris, aren't we supposed to be getting paid?" And he'd give you like 10 grand or something.
Yeah,
right?
That's exactly
right.
right.
You probably owed millions.
Well, that's true.
Right.
And you know,
and did he threaten to kill you when you said, "Listen, Morris, I think maybe I'm owed millions"? Not
that was
10
my
grand.
accountant. He never actually pointed the finger at me.
Right.
But it would have if we'd have pushed. And the reason I say that is because, it was no secret what happened to Jimmy Rogers could have happened to us very easily. Jimmy pushed it.
And what happened?
And they left him for dead on an L.A. freeway.
Yeah. So, in other words, the accountant went in representing you and said, "Listen, we believe Tommy is owed a lot of money here." And
he says, and what he did was really a brilliant move. Our accountant went in, and this was, let me put in a little context. Morris had left the country with his enforcer up there, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, who had Calla Records. Remember J.J. Jackson and stuff. And they had taken off. There was a gang war in New York City, and Morris was on the wrong side.
Oh my.
So Morris takes off for Spain, and we're all sitting there holding the bag. And
this is your record company.
Yeah, wonderful.
You know what's weird about your story? That as bad as Morris was, you eventually get away from Morris and Roulette Records.
Yeah.
You leave, and at one point, I guess your career was well, the hits weren't coming, and you said, "I'm going to go resign with Morris again," right?
Well, what happened was I had to shoot my career in the foot the last 2 years I was there, and just basically to get out, I had to make them think I was crazy, we weren't going to have any more hits, and that was going to be it. And so I was on a mission from God, and I finally got out of Roulette 75. And
did you purposely put out shitty albums or something?
No, I just didn't put out any albums.
Right, you were like, "Hey, I'm crazy, I can't write anything."
Right, he put out as many singles as he could from stuff in the can. Right. There's so many little stories